reach out to the designers or the studios, agencies that you admire. Perhaps not asking for a job straight away, just connect with them, just engage with them online, build some kind of relationship, and ask for them to just review your portfolio, or ask them questions and what they're doing at the moment, how are they seeing the situation. It's all about finding out what you enjoy and what you want to go and do, really. Hi, I'm Laura. I'm currently an in-house graphic designer and a freelance lettering artist as well. I've been working as a designer for about 6 years now, and then doing lettering art and typography design for the last 3 years or so. I actually started doing lettering design as a way to sort of break away from the computer, a way to break away from being stuck behind a screen all day. I just wanted to do some drawing, actually, away from the screen, away from digital, and having always had this kind of interest in language and literature, it just seemed like that natural combination of the two. It was like this nice, beautiful intersection where they both kind of met and combined. And I was able to bring both of them together, and yeah, it was like a perfect blend of both my interests, really, and just grown into something that has, just brought me so much creativity and so much joy out of it, really. I've always been like a creative person all throughout like my school years and my education and university. It's always been at the forefront of what I've wanted to do. I've always been pursuing like art and design and those kind of creative avenues, really. So I guess I kind of always knew I was going to go into a creative career path, but I didn't really know what shape that was going to take until after I left university. I graduated with my graphic design degree, but I didn't really know what route to go down and what was going to happen afterwards. It took a lot of exploring and a lot of different experimentation to find out what I actually really liked, what I was really interested in. I've worked as a graphic designer, as a digital designer, and then doing lettering in the evenings. I've collaborated with some amazingly talented people, and I think having learned a lot from them, like a lot of different skills. I worked with like some photographers and videographers and animators, and everyone has their own different skill set, but you learn so much from each other. You kind of absorb different skills, different processes from each other, and all of that kind of helped make my current lettering art and typography what it is today, really. It's something that comes with time and experimentation and mixing with other creative people. I think in like the traditional sense, you learn a lot through education, but it will only take you so far. I've learned a lot more in the last 6 years working in the design and creative industries, because I think at university you're almost kind of sheltered, but when you're in the real world and you're putting it into practice, it's a lot different, and that's where you start to work with like real clients, real briefs, and real-time projects. Actually, so I've tested the waters and experimented with different areas. I'm confident in typography and lettering art as being the path that I really want to pursue, but it's it's been a result of working and collaborating with loads of different creative people, and that's how you become inspired, and you become very engaged with other people's projects and the way they work, and actually it helps you to create brand new work yourself. I started out with just brush pens and paper, so I just wanted to do something that wasn't on a screen, something a bit more tactile and a bit more analog. So I started off with brush pens, and just writing out quotes that you find online, and then looking at the structure of the words and the hierarchy and different shapes that they could take. The iPad Pro came out, and Procreate, and looking at all the other artists that I followed and the work that they created online, it kind of encouraged me to then move into the more digital side of lettering. I still go back to that early stage of using a pen and paper, to draft out the rough idea first, and then go into the digital stage of like colouring and inking it up. But I'm very much bright colours and really emphatic and clear statement kind of quotes. I think it was nice to begin with doing the calligraphy. That was really almost therapeutic in a way. But for me, I think having really bold statement colours, bold quotes, and just something that you can print out and have on your wall that is a pop of colour and it's bright and it will make you happy, and that's sort of the end goal for me, is to just create something colourful and beautiful that I think being a visual person, you're automatically drawn to Instagram and Pinterest, for example, because they are visual platforms and you can easily see something that catches your eye. But I think for me, Instagram works because it's a lot more engaging, and you can often find the artist or the designer behind a certain piece of work, and you can see all of their other projects as well. And it's quite a nice platform to connect and collaborate and engage with other people. I think with Instagram you can message the people the person who's created it, ask them about their influence behind it, or how long it took them, or what materials they used, for example. The same with Behance actually. Behance is quite good for looking at the full project, I think. You can see the actual process and the thought that's gone into it, and how it's all kind of come to the final conclusion as well, which is quite nice to see. I think looking outside of my comfort zone, looking outside of what I do on the daily basis, is often the thing that will bring me the most inspiration, the thing that will inspire me the most, because it's something different, and it's another piece of art that you can connect with. The animators and videographers that I am in regular contact with create some fantastic pieces. I think I had planned my future ages ago. I wanted to have like my own design studio and sort of run my own company, but that's shifted now. I want to be more independent, and be more of a freelancer, where it's a bit more variety in the kind of projects that I do, but definitely within the area of like lettering art and typography. So I think for me, the future is looking a little bit more independent, a bit more freelance for me. don't be so hard on yourself, I think, is the main piece of advice I would give to emerging designers. Reach out to the designers or the studios, agencies that you admire. Perhaps not asking for a job straight away, just connect with them, just engage with them online, build some kind of relationship, and ask for them to just review your portfolio, or ask them questions and what they're doing at the moment, how are they seeing the situation. It's all about finding out what you really enjoy and what you want to go and do, really. But I would also say that stay confident in your abilities, and try not to compare yourself too much to other people who are also on the same path as you, for example. It's so easy to look at other people's websites, other people's portfolios, and feel inspired, but it's also very easy to fall into that hole of self-doubt and worrying that your work isn't the same standard, or it's not up to the same quality as theirs. Don't do that to yourselves. Stay confident, and remember that if your work doesn't look exactly like theirs, then that's actually probably a good thing, and in the long run that's probably going to be more important for your future, your career, and the work that you want people to hire you for. If you're a typography designer, for example, you don't want someone to hire you to be a UX designer. You want people to hire you for work that you enjoy. So stay true to what you enjoy creating, what brings you enjoyment, what is your passion. And if it's work that you enjoy, then everything else will naturally follow on from it.